not just a brand for car lovers across the land.
Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to this episode of our reviews for the love of cars. Now, today we are handling a car that was built when Volkswagen was still over-engineering cars, when they were still building them strong. Yes! This is a car that people buy when they're looking for smoothness on the road, they're looking for comfort, they're looking for an aggressive look. We are looking at the Volkswagen Touareg. Now, this is a 3.6 liter FSI and it's a 2009 model in a Morocco. Man, you can only equate it to the Land Cruiser or to the Kawundo.
My car journey did not start with a love of speed or shine. It started with frustration. I watched local brokers manipulate buyers. I saw mechanics cut corners. People paying too much for too little.
Why you know you want to see?
Paso, Vitiz, Sienta, Spacio.
And I could not stand by while our car happiness was stolen from us. That's what lit the fire in me. I wanted to change the narrative, one ride at a time, to make sure everyone could get a decent car at a fair price, to do the inspections others skip, to share real, honest reviews, to give people the knowledge they need to make better choices. Because for me, it's not about the horsepower. It's not about the shine. It's simply for the love of cars. This show is not just about cars. It is about our cars. It is about our journeys. It's about our love of the ride. Welcome to For the Love of Cars.
If you're feeling good, for the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda.
So what do people like about the Touareg? Now, the Touareg can only be compared to the Harrier. It can only be compared to the BMW X5 because it's huge, it's humongous. Remember, there is a little brother called the Tiguan. So people like it for that. Probably the other thing that happens is that it has a lot of power. Look there, let me show you. And it has a sport mode. Let me show you. Sport. And it has a 6-speed gearbox, which gives us very good performance. Umanyi gears zisomo okuba ennyingi Morocco yekomo kuwa performance empomu kati abadde njitadde mu sport mode. Let's go back to drive. Now, the other thing people like about the Touareg is that it is very silent. But if you drove with the windows up, it has very good soundproofing. It has very good, and then it has this soft touch, the soft touch buttons that you will find here. It is supposed to give you a lot of comfort. Now, this is a V6, 3.6 liter. You know what that means? It means power. See the power. See the power. And then look at also the ground clearance. If you look at the cars that are around us, we are up in the air, and then it has very good braking. And so that microphone in you. And you know what this car also gives you? It has brake assist. Which makes it quite special.
If you're new or a seasoned vet, for the love of cars, you ain't seen nothing yet. Fix it and learn it, drive it pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. Oh.
It comes with leather seats, which make it really lovely, and you get to have heated seats. You can control from here. 4 over 5, and so it comes with heated seats. And it comes with also dual dual climate control. It means the passenger can get their own temperature. The driver can also get their own temperature. Very nice. And then, of course, there's something I like about the Volkswagen group. They have a way they create they create their gauges. They have a gauge for everything. They have a gauge that is manual for, and I like manual gauges. For fuel, they have a manual gauge for temperature. They have a manual gauge for oil temperature. They have a manual gauge for battery charging, so that if your battery stops charging, then you can see that it has stopped charging. And then, of course, it goes up to 280 kilometers per hour. And you can feel it raw when you're driving it, wherever you want to take it. And then, of course, it has a red dashboard, a red clock. Now, red speaks mystery, it speaks power, it speaks danger and stuff like that. And then the other thing probably that you will love about it is its response. Ninga siva. That I want you to see. Ninya. It responds very fast. Now, the other thing that has been said about this car, the engine doesn't die, the gearbox doesn't die. Tebifa wate ingine yasise 13 ogenda kujitta nachi, ogenda jikuba migo, ogenda jikuba nyondo, so they don't die. The gearbox and engine doesn't die. Probably one thing that people end up not having, not enjoying about this car is the exorbitant prices of the spare parts. One shock absorber in this car that is not air suspension will probably cost you about 800,000 shillings. Shoko emu. Maybe it could go lower, but from what I've figured out from my various sources, shoko emu eba ya mitwalo nga 8, shoko 2 kamu 6, shoko nya satu meka zezo satu 2, if the math is right. So it's extremely expensive to keep on the road. The problem with the Touareg is that shoko bwefa emoroka eno tevugika ebe kubagana ette ebintu ebira. Remember, German technology is about having a lot of suspension stuff down there. Now, because they have a lot of suspension stuff, you have a lot of comfort. When you have a lot of comfort, it definitely is going to cost you stuff. So that's where most people we are going wrong. Ne bagigulanga balowooza eringa kawundo nemalira ngemulemeredde ngeswaga lyoliridde naye nga ate osobola okugula shoku ya Touareg and drive it for 6 months nefa. Yes, esobola n'okufa mu myezi ena depending on where you drive from. Kati gwe kubamu akafaananyi nga buli myezi 6 ospending akadde kamu n'emitwalo 6. Ekwavuwaza gwe ng'olwo ofuna omusaala gwa mmeka. Ojja genda okwesanga that the person that has to actually drive a Touareg is a top management, one of the big banks. Okitegeera mpozi era ne bano abasajja abalina ssente. This car has traction control, and then it also has a special kind of all-wheel drive where you can actually say high diff. How do I change this? I pull it out. I can put it at diff auto. I can lock it at low, and I can just say let's just drive all-wheel drive all the time. Okitegeera ono musanza agivugira mu high. So it has compare. You can only compare it to the Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. And then start stop, most of the people will actually disable this. And that's something. You have storage here for coins, charger or cigarette port. This is supposed to be another charger for the passenger or cigarette port. And of course, like all German vehicles, the indicators are this side and then the wipers are this other side. Now, what do I like about the car? I think I like the fact that tuli waguru, and I also like the fact that this car has very good response. Now, someone is going to say, Arthur, you have talked about why people fail to have these cars. You have not talked about the fuel consumption. Fuel consumption for this car is actually very manageable. The owner of this car, as you can see, tuli chira. Wano mutawuni wali oberedda najjera. So the owner of this car lives in Chira. And they have told me they work in Nakawa. They drive every day Monday to Friday, and they use a total of 200,000 shillings, which means it's very manageable. That's almost what all cars will give you. Most cars will be giving you about 120, 150. So 200,000 for a 3.6 liter vehicle is actually very impressive, yeah. And yeah, in any way to get the car is in a quarter tank. In quarter. So the guys that are in a center mungirenga mu kutokola review okuteka mu amafuta ngo mufukwe moroka naga teka musoka ali ku mafuta nazo zimenya abagagga njagala nnyo mpite nkole review ku moroka zammwe. Now I like that it has air conditioning, AC almost everywhere. We have AC here. I'm going to show you the other places that we have AC, and I love the fact that it has a lot of airbags. It has a total of 6 airbags. There are 4 carton airbags, and then of course there is this airbag and the airbag that is in on the passenger side, which is also very impressive. Safety is good. What did I see? Of course, I showed you the sport mode. Yeah, the sport mode. Because then you can even drive it manually. You should be driving it manually. Sport. And of course, the manual mode of this car is not like that of actual manual, because then if it's not ready for the gear you want to give it, it will not give it.
Village try to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of...
Well, it has a lot of headroom, and I'm one of the tall people in Uganda. Some of you people actually think I'm short, but I'm not. I've seen short people. I am tall, so the headroom is okay, the legroom is fantastic, and it will take 3 passengers here. And it comes with full leather.
Uganda, pre-purchase checks will lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX ride? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype.
And it has heated seats, but it seems the heated seats are only in front. Abema begate bafuna heated seats. But no, we have heated seats. But the people behind can decide that they want hot AC. And then obviously they also have vents here. One vents are AC. You can open them up and then decide that you want to get some air. And you also have a piece of light here. You have a piece of light here. And then supposed to stand for something. And then but then it has a handle here. But if you're not the kind of person that likes to be driven, then this is not the car for you.
For the love of cars, Uganda.
It has a speaker here, and I'm trying to look for a charger. Aha, there's a charging port down here, which is also quite impressive. Here they have a charging port. It's only one, and then some storage space for coins here. And then you have one big speaker here. You have a tweeter here, and then Volkswagen Group mastered the thing of giving us very good material in terms of everything they used to build. Yeah, the build quality is quite engaging. Now, I told you about airbags. It has this airbag, that airbag, and then it actually has 6 airbags on curtain airbags. There are 6. 1, 2, 3, and then another 3 the other side, and then 2 airbags in the front. It doesn't have an airbag in the rear, but these are enough for passengers. Chitegeza, even if your car rolled, in case, that's if your airbag system is still okay. Even if your car rolled like 7 times, because this airbag will protect you from here. This airbag will protect the 2 of you, yeah, and then there's a curtain airbag that will protect you from the windscreen, yeah, and then you also have, if you're the driver, you have an airbag on the steering, which will also give you a very good protection.
For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty roads to dreams we patrol. Review tips, we break it down, helping.
Now, this 2009 model sits on the 7L platform. The platform is shared by the Q7 and also the Porsche Cayenne. Those are no one for. Yes. Now, this car has very strong parts, very strong body. Yes. It still has the round look that most people will end up liking. It gives you projector bulbs and of course the grille of the Touareg that people like. Okay, I think there's so much to love about the Volkswagen BMWs of the world, but I think with the grills, that's where they went wrong. Now it continues with a very huge ground clearance, whereby you can actually go there without a jack. This is way higher, actually higher than even a car.
From dusty road to dreams we patrol. Reviews teams we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love.
What contributes to ground clearance? Obviously, the 20-inch wheels that put it up there. It's going to be impressive. I think all the people that are buying this car are not buying it because it's the easiest to maintain of the road or because it's very good fuel consumption. Hell no. Ene motoka bagigula kulaga nsi tibalinamu ku ttooke, bagigula kulaga nsi tibakikuba, bagigula kulaga nsi tebamanyirwa, bagigula kulaga nsi tibamaanyi.
For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams we patrol.
You see, the boot is as huge as the car. Already omulaba ataddemu omupiira good full length, and I'm imagining this is a spare tire, and then of course you have storage space this other side. What's this? This is, this is soundproofing. This is soundproofing. A lot of sponges almost everywhere, and the owner of this car, Arabika, abadde akakyusa AC pump. So, but the boot is humongous. Nebo tuzi ku boot boti. Okira nti moroka eri wagulu. It's almost half my height, which is impressive. And those double barrel. They call it double barrel.
For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams.
And then of course under the hood we have a V6. Yes, and Osatu Kaga, it will give you about 276 horsepower and then 316 Newton liters of torque. Engine you'll find the same engine mu Cayenne, there's a Passat that has the same engine. And the engine is far. Gearbox is 6 speed, it's far. And a monoka, and a kulema suspension, but other than that, you should be able to maintain this as long as you can afford the fuel. And yeah, I think the suspension Possibly the other thing that I've told you guys time and again, you need to find a good mechanic for your Volkswagen. The moment you find the wrong mechanic, nabali genuine kale olumu bayayi. Na ye, bwofuna ali genuine nga muyayi, kisingako okufuna omuyayi nga tali genuine. So if you want, you can buy yourself this Touareg and enjoy. Now, this video has been made possible courtesy of Ariki Motors. Yes, we are going to be mentioning the people that enable us to do these reviews because we don't give them any money. Kati, omuntu omwayo ka mention, Ariki Motors, thank you very much. Emotoka eno ogiraba, it has humongous side mirrors. Woo! This is huge. This is huge. Kati no side mirror bagamba ya mitwalo 7 ng'owakana. Erimu side mirror wa vitizi nga busatu.
For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams we patrol. Reviews teams we break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love.
Now, if you are looking for a huge car that has power, that can handle off-road, because this has all-wheel drive, you're looking for a car that looks aggressive, you're looking for a car that, well, makes people think you're important even when you're not. And if you have your own money, then the Touareg is one of the cars that you should be buying. Well, buying it is one thing, maintaining it is another. But I know if you're thinking of buying it, then you can definitely maintain it. Now, this Touareg is not for someone that fears fuel consumption. It's not for someone that can't spend 1.6 or 2 million a month on a car. This car is for someone that doesn't fear throwing money around. It has some challenges, obviously, with the timing chain, cold start, but those are things that happen with every car. It's just that with this one, they happen and they're also expensive. Yes, they're expensive. Well, guys, thank you very much for being part of this episode. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. If you're watching this video for the very first time and you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos. Well, this is the home of genuine car reviews, obviously, practical car advice, and of course, the place where old car lovers come together to have fun. Until next time, guys.